Did you know that, according to the National Institute on Aging, over 60% of men after the age of 60 experience circulation problems? This directly affects their physical vitality, sleep quality, and overall energy each day. Many people believe this is just a natural part of aging, but in reality, it is an early warning sign that the blood vessels are slowly narrowing. Blood flow is weakening, and the body is starting to lack a key nutrient that supports the nervous system, cardiovascular function, and hormonal balance in later life. So, how can we improve circulation naturally without using medication or complicated methods? In today's content, I will share with you a very simple food that has powerful effects on circulation after 60. When used correctly, it can bring back alertness, warmth in the hands and feet, and most importantly, a sense of renewed strength within just a few days. Please stay until the end of the video to fully understand each step. And if you are over 60 and living in the United States, leave a comment with the name of your state. We would love to hear from you. When entering their 60s, many men begin to notice clear changes in their bodies. This could be a cold sensation in the hands or feet even when the weather is not too cold. Some feel tired just climbing a few steps, struggle to sleep deeply at night, or need to urinate more frequently during the night. Many assume these are simply normal signs of aging, but in reality, these changes are all related to a decline in blood circulation, a silent issue that deeply affects overall health. Blood circulation is the process of delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell in the body. When this system runs smoothly, your body feels strong, your mind stays sharp, your energy remains steady, and your hormones function properly. But after the age of 60, due to a more sedentary lifestyle, a diet high in unhealthy fats, or long-term stress, small blood vessels begin to harden and gradually narrow. This makes it harder for blood to flow to critical areas, especially the urinary system, lower abdomen, and central nervous system. One of the first places affected is the network of tiny capillaries in the lower part of the body. This area requires a steady blood supply to maintain physical vitality, hormonal balance, and proper prostate function. When blood flow to this region is reduced, you may feel low energy, experience sleep difficulties, become more irritable, and gradually lose your sense of strength. More importantly, this could be an early warning sign of heart problems, blood pressure issues, or hormonal imbalances that you might not expect. What causes many people to overlook this issue is that the symptoms appear slowly and seem scattered. One day you feel tired, the next day you feel fine again. But over time, the decline adds up and becomes hard to reverse if not addressed early. Unfortunately, many only realize the problem after their health has already been seriously affected. However, there is no need to worry too much. The good news is that your body still has the ability to restore circulation, as long as you start the right way, before turning to medications or major treatments. You can support your blood vessels through gentle changes in your diet, movement, and daily habits. Among all the factors that affect blood circulation in older men, there is one molecule that scientists refer to as the life-saving signal of the vascular system. It is nitric oxide, also known as NO. While the name might sound complex, its role is very clear. NO helps blood vessels relax and widen, allowing blood to flow more easily to every organ in the body. NO works like a guide for the fresh red blood cells carrying oxygen throughout the body. Thanks to NO, your heart can function with ease, your brain stays sharp, and most importantly, the areas responsible for male hormone balance and physical vitality are nourished more effectively. Unfortunately, after the age of 60, the amount of NO in your body drops by more than 75%. according to a study published in the Journal of Urology. When NO decreases, small blood vessels become lazy, constricted, and less flexible. This leads to sluggish circulation, cold skin, low energy, and many people even feel like they are losing themselves. The prostate and urinary system also begin to function less efficiently, which may cause nighttime urination, frequent urges, or discomfort in the lower abdomen. I remember one of my patients, Mr. Michael, a 72-year-old from Texas. He lived a balanced lifestyle, had no major chronic illness, but always felt tired, unfocused, struggled with sleep, and no longer felt the energy he once had. His test results were all within normal limits, but clearly, his body was telling a different story. After a careful evaluation, I realized that his NO levels had likely dropped significantly, and that was the missing piece of the puzzle. When we restore NO in the body using natural nitrate-rich foods combined with healthy daily habits, many people feel like they have been brought back to life. In just a few days, they sleep more deeply, think more clearly, and most importantly, begin to feel confident and in control again. NO is not a medication, and you don't need to go to a clinic to get it. Your body can naturally produce NO on its own, as long as you know how to support it. And the good news is, there is a common food that very few people know about, which serves as a golden key to unlock your body's NO supply. It is simple, easy to drink, and offers surprising benefits for blood circulation and vitality in later life. Over many years of advising older adults, I'm often asked, is there any simple, easy-to-find food that truly helps improve blood circulation? The answer is yes. And the interesting part is, this food is found in almost every supermarket. It's beetroot. But to truly gain its benefits, you need to use it the right way. Beetroot is not just an ordinary root vegetable. It contains a high amount of natural nitrates, a compound that your body converts into nitric oxide, the molecule that helps relax blood vessels and improve circulation. However, one thing that most people don't realize is that when you cook beetroot, a large amount of its nitrate content is destroyed by heat. This means if you only boil or stir-fry it the traditional way, you're almost throwing away its most valuable part. A more effective solution is to use beetroot powder. This is the dried form that has been properly freeze-dried to preserve nearly all of its natural nitrate content. The powder is not only convenient and long-lasting, but also much easier to absorb than fresh beets. However, if all you do is drink beetroot powder mixed with water, that still might not be enough. After the age of 60, the body absorbs nutrients more slowly, and to truly convert nitrate into nitric oxide efficiently, a natural catalyst is needed. That catalyst is black pepper. Black pepper contains an active compound called piperine, which has been shown to increase nutrient absorption by up to 2,000% when you combine beetroot powder with just a pinch of ground black pepper. You help your body take full advantage of this valuable nitrate source, boosting nitric oxide production faster and more effectively. The method is very simple. Each day, just mix 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder with 240 milliliters of warm water. Then add a small pinch of finely ground black pepper. Stir well and drink it slowly about 30 minutes before your main meal, usually lunch or dinner. By doing this regularly each day, you will begin to notice a real difference. Many of my patients have shared that after just 3 to 5 days, they felt their hands and feet were less cold, their minds became clearer, and they woke up in the morning without the usual sluggishness. The sense of vitality returned in a gentle but noticeable way. They didn't need medicine, nor did they need to do intense exercise. It was simply a small change in a daily drink, but with powerful benefits. Most importantly, Your body needs time to adjust. Using beetroot powder is not a miracle, but a process of awakening your body's natural healing systems. And to support this process even better, there are a few simple daily habits you can apply starting today, like a gentle workout for your circulatory system, which may be slowing down with age. When I guide my patients to use beetroot powder for improving circulation, I always emphasize one thing: food is only part of the solution. To help blood flow better, especially to critical areas like the lower abdomen, prostate, or urinary system, your body needs to be activated each day. The good news is, this is not difficult at all. With just a few simple and gentle habits, you can help your blood vessels become more flexible and responsive again. The first thing I often recommend is alternating warm and cold showers for about 3 minutes each morning. This is not the kind of cold shower that shocks the system, but rather a way to help your blood vessels exercise. You simply start with warm water for about 1 minute. Switch to cold water for 30 to 45 seconds. Then return to warm water. This change in temperature causes your blood vessel walls to expand and contract repeatedly, stimulating blood flow from the center of the body to the limbs and back. Many people say that after these showers, they feel more awake than after drinking coffee. The second habit is gentle walking for 5 minutes each day. You don't need to walk far or fast. What matters is paying attention to the movement from heel to toe. To activate the calf muscles, often called the second heart, because they help push blood from the legs back to the heart, especially for older men. Moving the lower body also increases blood flow to vital areas, supporting both hormonal balance and urinary health. The third habit is deep abdominal breathing 3 times a day. Many people don't notice it, but as we age, our breathing becomes shallower and quicker. This reduces the amount of oxygen entering the body and increases stress hormones, which are harmful to circulation. All you need is 2 minutes. Breathe in deeply through your nose for 6 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. You'll feel calmer, lighter, and mentally clearer. Finally, there is proper sleeping posture. Lying on your back with a pillow under your knees helps reduce pressure on the spine and supports better blood flow during the night. Your bedroom should be cool, dark, and quiet, because deep sleep is the time when your blood vessels repair themselves most effectively. When you combine these 4 habits with your daily beetroot powder drink, it's no longer a single remedy. It becomes a harmonious system that gradually reopens the blood flow that has slowed down with age. And the most special part is, after just 7 days, you may start to notice the first changes both inside and out. I clearly remember a patient named George, 68 years old, living in the state of Ohio. He used to be a firefighter, strong, disciplined, and the kind of person everyone relied on in moments of crisis. But after retiring, George felt himself slowly changing. His body felt heavier, his mind more sluggish. He couldn't sleep deeply, and often woke up feeling tired. He told me he no longer felt the energy of life the way he used to. Everything seemed to move slower and lose its color. I performed a full health check for him. All his indicators were within normal range, with no clear signs of heart issues, high blood pressure, or blood sugar problems. But through years of experience, I knew there are issues that don't show up in test results. They reveal themselves in daily feelings, in tired eyes, and in the loss of vitality that the patient senses most clearly. I guided George to try a new routine, gentle, but backed by solid science. Each day, he drank a glass of water mixed with beetroot powder and black pepper before his main meal. Along with that, I advised him to take alternating warm and cold showers in the morning, go for a short walk, and practice deep breathing before bed. After 3 days, George called me. He said his hands felt warm each morning, his mind was clearer, and it no longer took so much effort to get out of bed. By the 5th day, his sleep had noticeably improved. He no longer woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. A sense of lightness, calm, and comfort slowly spread through his body. On the 7th day, I received a phone call from George's wife. Her voice was full of joy. She said she didn't know what her husband was doing, but it had been a long time since she'd seen him so refreshed and full of life. We are not talking about a miracle. What happened with George was the result of listening to his body and making gentle adjustments with simple, but correct, steps. When blood begins to flow smoothly and the body is cared for in the right way, everything improves naturally without struggle. Alongside beetroot powder and circulation-friendly habits, I often advise older adults to include certain natural foods in their weekly diet. These foods not only help enhance blood flow, but also support physical vitality, hormonal balance, and prostate health in a safe, sustainable, and easy-to-follow way. Here are the 5 choices I trust the most, based on both clinical experience and research from the National Institute on Aging and urology specialists in the United States. The first is raw garlic, though it has a strong smell. A single clove contains a unique compound called allicin when properly activated. Allicin helps relax blood vessels and reduce resistance in the bloodstream. All you need to do is crush 1 clove, let it sit in the open air for about 10 minutes, then swallow it with water like a pill. It's best taken in the morning on an empty stomach, about 2 to 3 times per week for best results. The second option is pure pomegranate juice. Unlike store-bought juice blends, fresh pomegranate juice is rich in polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that can increase the elasticity of blood vessels. A small glass in the morning, while your stomach is still empty, can help improve circulation and even boost memory in older adults. Third is the white rind of watermelon, the part that is usually thrown away but actually contains a high amount of citrulline. This amino acid helps your body produce arginine, which then boosts natural nitric oxide production. You can blend the white rind with a bit of red watermelon or banana to make it easier to drink. A smoothie like this around midday can greatly support blood flow, especially in the lower abdominal area. The fourth food is raw leafy greens, such as kale, spinach, or arugula. These vegetables contain naturally high levels of nitrate, making them ideal ingredients for your body to produce nitric oxide. You can mix them into salads or blend them into smoothies with fruits. Just 1 handful of raw greens with lunch each day can bring great benefits to circulation and male hormone support. Finally, there are pumpkin seeds. These are a natural source of zinc, a mineral that plays a key role in maintaining male hormones and prostate health. Eating a small handful of unsalted, dry roasted pumpkin seeds in the afternoon not only supports your well-being, but also serves as a healthier alternative to sugary snacks. By rotating these foods throughout the week, you not only bring more variety to your nutrition, but also give your body steady, natural nourishment, helping to restore blood flow that may be slowing down with age. Declining blood circulation after the age of 60 is not something that's entirely unavoidable. More importantly, it is not something that cannot be restored. As long as you understand the true causes, choose the right foods, and make a few small adjustments, your body can begin to heal naturally. In today's video, you learned about a simple but powerful solution: beetroot powder combined with black pepper, when used correctly. This is a source of nourishment that helps your body produce nitric oxide again, expand blood vessels, and improve blood flow to the heart, brain, prostate, and lower abdomen, the areas that matter most for overall wellness and physical vitality in later life. In addition, habits like alternating warm and cold showers, walking for 5 minutes, practicing deep breathing, and sleeping in the right position are all natural ways to gently reawaken blood flow that has slowed down over time. And if you want to stay healthy for the long run, Try adding nutrient-rich foods to your weekly meals like raw garlic, pure pomegranate juice, raw leafy greens, and pumpkin seeds. These have all been scientifically proven to support blood vessel health and male hormone balance. Just one small change each day, like a warm glass of beetroot before lunch, can lay the foundation for stable health and a clearer mind after 60. If you found today's video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips on nutrition, movement, and healthcare for older men. And please leave a comment below. Have you tried any of these habits? We would love to hear your story.